it is not surprising that expected loss is actually higher. So if I'm doing a trading limit, I would actually use the expected loss. Because, yes, there is at most 5% probable that I'm going to lose more than 5.97%. But sometimes I'm going to lose really big. And so I want to kind of average things out. If you're more of a conservative risk manager, you want to go for the expected list to figure out a measure of these are measures of tail risk, okay? How much money I could lose if really bad stuff happens. Or, if that 95 becomes 99 or 99 and a half, expected loss is essentially a measure of the black swans, okay? How much money I would lose if the black swans happen. Yes, all swans are white, but the ones that you saw are white. Just because you haven't seen something doesn't mean it's not. By the way, the practice in industry is to use the percentiles of the normal distribution with the same mean and standard deviation of this. That's going to seriously overestimate it. Let's see. Norm inv. This has three arguments. 0.05. The second one is the mean, I think. And the third one is the standard deviation. I don't think that's right. But we can look at it. But in any case, the VAR that you get from standard software is typically based on normal distribution. And if the tails are actually fatter than normal distribution, that VAR seriously underestimates the tail risk that you're taking. So to summarize, we have two risk measures. An overall risk measure, something like standard deviation or MAD or interquartile, interdecile range, something like that. Both VAR and expected loss, they tell you the tail risk, the risk of really bad stuff happening. And as a portfolio manager, you may want to avoid those. For example, if you want to avoid this kind of loss in 1 week, and let's say Google is trading at 160 now, times, let's do the VAR, 0.94, 150. Now you probably need to cover yourself with 150 puts. Yeah. You don't want to lose more than that. But 150 put costs some money. So managing the tail risk actually costs you money as well. But once we do the options, we're gonna get into those. For now, I see that there are, let me see. You haven't done any transactions yet? Because if you had, I would have seen the responses, okay? And just to show you, what happened to my, let's go here. Until, you know your groups now. Until we finish coverage of options, I'm going to limit you only to buying and selling individual ETFs. And to make sure that I know who's actually doing it, you actually need to give me your email. But if you have done it once on Google, It's gonna be populated anyway. Pick your group name, Bravo. Next. Then tell me who actually made that decision. If all of you have made it, fine. Click on all of them. In fact, I'll try to figure out if I could start it, everything clicked instead of empty. But, as the fund manager company, you could make a decision. Okay, we're 4 people, but we're gonna give money, a quarter of the money to each 4, and we're gonna let them do their own show. I wanna know that too. It doesn't affect your grade at all. You guys are gonna help me with the research part. Because I wanna compare the performance of decisions that are made by individuals versus that are made by a committee or a committee of 2. I don't know. You guys decide how you want to do it. And we're gonna look at the performance. I'm gonna write this for little journal called Journal of Financial Education. I mean, this is not serious performance research, but just to show people that you could do this sort of stuff. Your type, outright purchase, you're just buying stuff. Outright sale, you are selling something you already own. Short sale, you're selling something you currently do not own. And if you're buying to cover a short. So you're gonna pick that, enter your ticker. Maybe I'm doing WOO today, okay? And number of shares, right? I did not put the price on purpose because I have no control over when you're doing this. So when you make these decisions, we're going to value them at the closing prices. And I also posted a little Excel file. I think under course documents. This is a template. Actually, Microsoft has created. If you have Office 365, this will work for you. And you enter your total positions, but all you have to do is type the ticker, it converts that into the name, how many shares you have, and price is actually obtained automatically. So it keeps alive track of your portfolio value. It doesn't do it for options and stuff, but at least for stocks. I don't know even know what that is. Okay. Anyway, you can use that. It is your responsibility to keep track of your position. I mean, I'm going to look at your positions, and I'm going to create a spreadsheet myself, and just to make sure that you're not out of your limits. I'm assuming you read the announcement. You each have $10 million to invest in. You can invest in for now only on ETFs. Once we're done with options, you could also buy and sell options on those ETFs. And you're also allowed to borrow as much as another $10 million from me. If you do, I'm going to charge you prime plus 4, which is prime is 8.5 now. If you have cash balances, they're going to get prime rate, which is 8.5. When you short a stock, I'm going to charge you as a shorting fee, prime plus 2. And obviously, when you short a stock, you get cash proceeds, and you'll earn prime on that. So shorting effectively costs you a big of 2 points. But unlike the mafia, we don't do it for a week, for a year. big in long-term terms, it's how much interest you pay per week. It's typically 5 points. That's hilariously big. So you guys talk with each other, decide what sort of fund you want to be. That is entirely up to you. I mean, I'm going to post an official assignment for that, but for now, decide, are we going to manage fund for clients that are potentially 20 to 50-year-olds? Are we going to do it for old people? Are we going to do it for, 50 to close to retirement people? Because the closer to retirement, the less risk you want to take. So you guys decide on what sort of fund you're going to be. That means you're going to take a pension. And at the end of the semester, when you're writing your evaluation, you're going to kind of write it against the pension. Again, I don't particularly care whether you made a lot of money or not. I care whether you kind of followed your own investment philosophy. We're trying to figure out, following your own investment philosophy is your fiduciary duty, the portfolio manager. Is when you sell a fund, you have I call it the syllabus. It's like the syllabus for a mutual fund. It's called something else, I can't remember it now. You're promising your investors that these are the kinds of risks that I'm going to take. Please come in knowing that I'm going to take these. So don't complain. So if I tell you that I'll never invest more than 75% into stocks, but I invest 100% and I lose a lot of money, then you can sue me. Because you violated your fiduciary duty. I came in knowing that it could be 75, but I can't live with 100. All right? So you guys decide what your philosophy is. I'm going to basically say, did you follow it and what sort of risk you took? Whoever made most money relative to risk is going to get bragging rights. That's about it. It's not going to affect your grades one way or the other. All right? I'll see you guys Monday. I'm going to have a small homework assignments posted. Part of it is group because there is a lot of menial work so that you can divide it between the group. The rest we're going to do individual.